You'd expect more from them. They're on the back foot from the first minute to the last minute.
And I think the belief now is ebbing away. And this could be the beginning of the end. But there has to be a spark. There has to be a reaction. And they seem to just be spiralling out of control at the moment.
You could be 2-0 up against them and think you'd win 5-2. You just knew that basically one little bit of a sort of a bump during the game and they'd just fall over it.
A manager's job is not just a case of actually just buying players off the shelf. OK, we've bought this player, he's great, let him get on with it. No one actually improves when they're at the club. I think that's a massive problem.
It's a manager's job to go in there and dress up as best as you can.
But you've got to get the right people in first. They're not going to go from where they are today to win the title in the next 12 to 18 months, 2 years. It isn't going to happen.
We've got a lot of character in the side, and if anything's going to win second division this season, apart from the normal skill and fight and all that type of thing, it's character, and I've got it.
Yes guys, and we are back. FIFA 21, it's a career mode. We're doing the Brian Clough Nottingham Forest career mode. Boys, it's been a long old time since we've made FIFA videos, but we are back and we are hyped, we are motivated. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Nottingham Forest, they're a sleeping giant. They're a club that's got so much potential. They used to be epic back in the day. 2 Champions Leagues, a league title, Trevor Francis, first £1 million player, Brian Clough, Peter Taylor leading the way. This is where we're going to be taking them back to the heights of not just English football, but European football too. We're going to try and keep this one realistic. We're going to put it on legendary difficulty to start with. We'll probably up this to ultimate at some point, but without further ado, let's get stuck right in. Pre-season, obviously we'll go with the one with the most money. Got to do that. Oh, it feels weird being back in this career mode. Oh, there's so many new features in this FIFA we need to be looking into. We've got the new training system, we've got the scouting that's going to be different. Transfers are a little bit different as well. Let's have a look what the board want us to do. The board reckon we can get to round 32 at the FA Cup. That doesn't sound too unrealistic. They definitely want automatic promotion, and that is 100% what we're going to be aiming for. That is our only focus this season. So having a look at our budget, we got 14 mil to work with. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's workable. We're probably going to have to sell some players though. Right, let's have a look at our starting squad. It's not the worst in the world. It definitely could have been worse. We've got some players here we can work with. Sammy Amiobi, Lewis grabbing up top, Luke Freeman on loan from Sheffield. We've got players in this squad we can do something with. There are definitely some players we're going to be shipping out. I don't want Jack Hole back in this squad. He's got no place for us. Zach Clough, he's one for the future. He's got a little bit about him. Play anywhere across the front three. Sort out these tactics. We want to be playing attacking, free-flowing football. That's what we're about. Want that high defensive line, loads of pressure, fast build-up. This is what we're all about, boys. We're going to change the way that this club plays football. For too long, these guys have underachieved. They actually are my championship team, so I've got a little bit of an affinity towards them. In terms of improving the squad, I think personally we need a centre-back. We definitely want another striker in this team, maybe a winger or two. I think we can probably improve the whole spine of the team, but obviously for this first season, we're not going to be going wild with bringing in loads of players. So, without further ado, let's have a look at a couple of our highlights for this pre-season. Don't ask me what happened with the footage, it went all weird. But first game, we had Werder Bremen, went 1-0 down very early. I tell you what, the defending on FIFA is hard. It's hard this year. Boys, it's a bit of a challenge, I'm not going to lie. Going in the second half, managed to grab one back. Showed a little glimpse of what we can do. Moments later, the boys suddenly turned on the style, made it 2-2. Pretty sure that was Christie who ended up scoring that one. But then, on the hour mark, ended up conceding a really sloppy goal. We ended up losing this first one 3-2. We did have a chance to steal an equaliser. Luke Freeman, agonisingly close. Probably should be putting that away. But it's fine, it's just a friendly. Match day number 2, playing against Geneva. Opening 7 minutes, Samba punches it out, gives away a corner. Nothing on. Got to win the header. We don't. We go 1-0 down again. I think we definitely need to buy a centre back. About 30 minutes into the game, Gaitan Bong bursting down the line. He's not really got much pace. He picks up Zach Clough, edge of the box, bang, have some of that. Lovely finish. I told you what, it's one for the future. It might be one for now. Freeman, he then teed up Clough. He went close again. He was having an absolute blinder. I do definitely like this boy. He's got something about him. Grabbing them when it made it 2-1. But just exactly what happened in the last game. Sloppy defending. I mean, where's the back four? It's just not there. We're going to need to work on this for sure. Grabbing should have killed the game, made it 3-2. And then this absolute car crash. I don't even know what's going on in this passage of play. Keeper launches it long. We lose the header. They shouldn't be getting an attacking chance from here. I don't know why the defence is so deep. We end up losing this one 3-2 as well. It's not quite the start we wanted to have. Alright, so match to number 3. We've lost the first 2 games 3-2. We're conceding too many goals. We need to sort that out, but we need to make sure we keep our attacking intent. Nice, good start. Grabban gets 1. We then go and get a little bit sweaty. We make it 2. Freeman getting that one. Very similar to the Werder Bremen game. Dodgy defending, dodgy clearance. We don't win the ball. We end up conceding 1. But then Captain Joe Worrell nods this one home, makes it 3-1. And then over the hour mark, this passage here, this is what it's all about. Starting from the goalie, building up the pitch. Clough plays a nice little 1-2 with Taylor. Gives it back to Clough. Gives it back to Taylor. He releases Diagra, is that how you say his name? In for the post, make it 4-1, absolutely cruising. 20 minutes from time, Clough again picks up the ball deep in his own half. Not really got much on. What a pass that is. Picks out Tyler, shrugs off to the defender, smashes it past the goalie. That's what we want to see. So, heading into the transfer window, we've had a couple of games to see what the team's about. I felt like a centre-back was priority. So we've gone and got Adebayo. He's a guy I know from a previous FIFA. 6'2", 6'3". He's a big lad. He can play it out from the back. 3.5 million, I think that's a good deal. And then, we got our Harry Redknapp on. Wheeling and dealing. Curtis Jones, 100k, a swap deal including Cole Jenkinson. I think that is a top bargain. This guy will come good in years to come. So, we managed to shit our way into the next round. Don't ask me how, we only won 1 game. Playing against Parma. 60 minutes on the clock, we weren't really doing much, but we were defending well, and then eventually the sloppiness showed. We ended up conceding. We did get an absolute gift of a penalty, which we then went and missed. It's not what I want to be seeing. 77 minutes in, Luke Freeman looking for that pass, releases Amiobi. He's one-on-one. He picks up Grabban, he makes it 1-1. Tell you what, Grabban's going to be getting a lot of goals this season. 7 minutes to go. All we have to do is just nick 1 goal. We just wanted 1 chance. That's all we needed. Joe Worrell ends up winning the ball. Good bit of defending there. Takes it, carries it out of the fence. We end up switching it out wide. Ribeiro gets the ball. He's bursting down the line. Releases Amiobi again. Acres of space. You can see Curtis Jones. Back stick. He gets the winner. 4 minutes to go. We go into the final of this little friendly tournament. Lovely, lovely stuff. And then going into the final. It was Werder Bremen again. It's 1-1. 67 minutes on the clock. We get caught napping at the back. They ended up winning this one. But like I said, it's just a friendly tournament. It means nothing. Just a little glimpse of what all the boys can do in this squad. Who we want to keep, who we want to get rid of. So, having a look at our squad to start with. Wasn't quite happy with the formation, so I've just tweaked it slightly. It's still a 4-2-3-1. We've just brought the wingers in slightly. Get them playing a little bit more narrow. Just because I don't think they were getting involved as much. So, heading back into the transfer window. I've had a good look at this team. I know what we need. We need a flary, quick winger. Gabriel Martinelli. He wants to join. He knows what we're building here. He's on board with the project. You shake that man down. He's basically like his son. Love that. And as well as Martinelli, we brought in Che Adams. I think we spent about 8 and 9 million on both of these. It's a bit of money. It's not too unrealistic. I'm hoping they can make an instant impact. So, looking ahead to our opening month of fixtures. As you can see, we're opening things up against Coventry. We then got Birmingham. It's our first home game. Stoke in the cup, then we got Watford. It's going to be a tough one. Without further ado, let's get into this season. Opening day, we've gone with Samba between the sticks, Ribeiro and Christie as the fullbacks, Adebayo and Joe Worrell as the centre backs. We've got Sal and Curtis Jones in the middle, we've got Martinelli on the left, Joe Lolly on the right, Luke Freeman in the middle, and then Che Adams with his first start. This is it, lads, the Wild West of the Championship. It's going to be a ride, it's going to be an experience. The Championship is so volatile. The results are on. There is no favourites for every game. Let's get it. 13 minutes in, Sal wins the ball, gives it to Curtis Jones, plays it into Luke Freeman, gives it to Che Adams, takes his time, releases him. Don't know what their defence is doing. He's 1-on-1. You know what's next. Love that start. Come on, boys. This is what we want. This is what we want. You grab that camera. He looks a bit crazy, but we'll just allow that. But like I was saying, this is the Championship. Don't know what Joe Worrell's doing there. We end up conceding. It goes 1-1. The first half pretty much came and went. Not much going on. But then Che Adams and Luke Freeman linking up again. Freeman gets his second of the season. We go 2-1 up. Going into the second half, Sal picks up the ball, carries it forwards, gives it to Freeman, plays it in quickly to Adams. Takes his time, gives it back to Freeman. He sees Martinelli. He releases him. What can he do? He bursts into the box. He finesses it. Crossbarring in. Oh, it's always good when it hits the crossbar. It always looks better. But then the wheels fell off. Don't ask me what happened here for that one. Coventry go and get one back. And then moments later they went and equalised. Oh lads, throwing away a 3-1 lead. This is not what we're about. We need to work on the defending. 8 minutes from time, Freeman. He looks up, basically a carbon copy pass. Martinelli, he's through on goal. We go and make it 4-3. This first game, honestly, my heart couldn't take it. It was too much. Deep in the stoppage time, Che Adams picks up the ball on the edge of the box, breezes past the defender, he gets a deserved goal. 5-3 opening day of the season. This is going to be one hell of a season. The match ratings, Freeman, 2 goals, 2 assists, Adams, 2 assists, got himself a goal. Martinelli 2 goals too. It's a lovely, lovely start. Alright lads, last game for this video. Birmingham at home, opening home game of the season. Now, when we make these videos, it's not all about the attacking and going forwards. We've got to give credit where credit's due. Our goalie Samba, he had an absolute blinder in this game. It was a great save just there. Che Adams links up with Luke Freeman once again. He ends up releasing him. Through on goal, smashes that one in at the near post. We end up getting an early lead. Going down the other end, just like I was saying, Samba, how on earth has he kept that out? What a save that is. Unbelievable stuff. This one here, got a bit of luck, smashed off the crossbar. We end up clearing our lines. I tell you what, Birmingham were in this game. They were in this game, but we were managing to keep them out. We were holding them off. Freeman and Adams linking up again very, very well. I tell you what, these two, they're going to make a great partnership. We go and get ourselves a 2-0 lead. Lovely stuff. Going into the second half, Samba, again, it's the man who can't be beaten. He's playing a game of his life. And then he went from absolute hero to absolute zero. I mean, what is that? What is that? No, how has he let that go in? It's not even a good header. We end up giving Birmingham a glory chance to get back into it. 5 minutes from time. You know, you just have that feeling. You're just hanging in there. We just penned in our box. We just couldn't get the ball. Birmingham kept on working it and taking their time. And then the unthinkable. Then the unthinkable happens. Can't believe it. Honestly, it's just a horrible feeling conceding so late. It's definitely points dropped. But we move. It's going to happen. We're not going to win every game. So, ladies and gents, that is where we're going to wrap up this first video. I hope you did enjoy it. We got a win and a draw in our opening 2 games. We signed a couple of players. Let me know down in the comments if you think there's any other players or any other areas in the squad we should be improving. So, I thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. I thank you for watching.